welcome to Kyle Field in College Station, Texas. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, pitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, the Terrapins head coach told me before the game, he understands what a challenge this is. Number one, the stadium is one of the best in college football. Every time you step foot in this crowd, in this stadium, you have to be at your best from a communication standpoint. This top 25 team will be a challenge, and he understands his guys have their backs against the wall. They have to communicate and be effective at the line of scrimmage. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Terrapins headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Looking for space. It's Morrow. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. Drills him with the stiff arm. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on 3rd down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. So it's nice to see them come out here and execute it in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth and the route. Nice work between those two.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And that quarterback knew the counter run was going to work on that play because he counted the box defensively before the snap. He saw that he had an advantage in numbers and blockers getting a hat on a hat, so he knew that was a green light. As soon as he got the snap, off they go, and it's an explosive play.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Washington. Got his man. Turning it on. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Fleming. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
The run inside. It's Williams. And they'll knock him down. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. And the Terrapins want to move quickly.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Going with the counter play here. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He gets it away, and it is a high hanging punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He's got great speed. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, you got 3rd and California, not a lot of play calls for that, so they go with the safe run, and a nice job getting a lot of the yardage back. Obviously, you don't get the first down. You either do two things. One, you help out the punter here, or if you decide to go for it and you trust your quarterback in your passing game, let's find out what this coach wants to do.
They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 35. Finding some room. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Back to pass, it's Washington. Fires to the middle. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Under fire. And down he goes.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Running inside, it's Smith. There he goes. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
And I like the defense there, man. Dropping back, playing pass because it's 3rd and super long. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. You react to the draw. That's your second reaction. They got some yardage, but you've done what you're supposed to do. You force the 4th down, and if the offense wants to be aggressive and go for it, that's on them. But it's a good job by the defense on 3rd down.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Motion from the wide receiver. Complete to start this drive. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the 1st down.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Play action with Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The run inside, it's Morrow. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They'll keep it on the ground. There is just nowhere to run. 3 straight times and not one single inch forward on any of them. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's got it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Dropping back, it's Washington. Complete. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. And the Terrapins will hustle to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smith. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Might as well give it to him again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. He was off to the races and maybe another step or 2 and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. The give is to Williams. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. Right back to the well. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pulls it on the option. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Riley. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
To the air, it's Reed. Oh, it's picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They'll go to the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Kick is in the air. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Wide receiver comes in motion. Reed. Got a man. It's Owens. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Texas A&M going quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Hauls it in. Got room at the 35. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked. That's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking long. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
He'll run it again. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Terrapins want to crank the tempo.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Gives it on the option. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. The give is to Williams. Here's a little room there. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Reed, bringing the heat, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Well, this game really has turned into a defensive struggle, and both defenses right now are just absolutely dominating. That time, nice job using his pass rush moves, getting to the quarterback, and they just look like they cannot be blocked right now up front.
He'll pull it down. Oh, it's a fumble. He picks it up, still on his feet. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
And the Terrapins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking for room, it's Howard. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3, now it's 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Powers forward. Stop. Nothing. Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. This defense has stood tall on 3 straight plays. Got to wonder if this offense is willing to stay aggressive and go for it.
In offense nowadays, you should stay aggressive, right? Play the numbers game. Even if you do get stuffed, you got to go the length of the field. I'm going for it.
Coming out with it, it's Bussey. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finding an escape route. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense. Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to ride this running back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. He breaks a tackle, and they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? To the ground to try to move the chains. Got a little grass. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
On the ground, it's Baker. Hard running there. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
It's as if the end zone has a no trespassing sign on it, but here a chance to score. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here he comes from midway in the end, and the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them, so a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Gives it on the option. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Fires to the right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Aggies. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Throwing. It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. And tackled there by the defense. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense ready to go. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Webb. Hard-hitting tackle.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
On 2nd and 10, a full wideout set, trips right. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. It's Webb. At the 40, there he goes. Speeding down the left side. The 20. He's at the touchdown, Maryland. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. The Terps respond. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with exactly where you... Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Just feeds the running back. Could be an alley. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Motion from the wideout. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They think there's room to run to the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great job by the defense understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field's this way. They're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
On 3rd down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Now improvising. 1st down and more. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Throwing Reed into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. The Aggies get it right back. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, it's Washington. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there, and you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Got enough for the 1st. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bound.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Dropping back, it's Washington. Williams open on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give is to Williams. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand fourth and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Snagged out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The give is to Williams. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. It's complete to the left. He gets it in. Touchdown, Terrapins! The Terps respond.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
16 seconds left, and to pull off the comeback, they'll have to get the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. On the run, it's Owens. Shakes off the defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.